this video, I'm going to show you how to actually trade Ger40. How to trade Ger40 at market open, at Frankfurt market open. In the previous video, if you watched it, I said the market open is also one of the best times to actually trade Ger40. The first hour usually sees a lot of volatility. I think in that video I forgot to say that you might also experience some volatility during the New York market open, but the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, the DAX, when it opens in Germany, you have to figure that out regarding what time does it open, depending on where you are across the world. I'm in South Africa, so it usually happens at 9 a.m. in the morning. So let's see how you can actually do this. So I'm on a 30-minute time frame. Basically, what I usually want to do is to go down to the 5-minute. I go down to the 5-minute and get a picture, because what you want to do with this is to quickly get in and get out. You quickly get in and get out, because these things can be volatile. You might 1 second see a lot of money, and 1 second that money is gone. So you quickly want to get into the market, especially first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes, and get your money and just relax. So usually now it's 3 minutes to 9. Usually what happens is many people, many banks, they probably already have their orders set to trigger at market open. You can see these candles, they are not going anywhere. So what you want to do is, the easiest way is, if you do not know which direction it's going, we'll talk about some ways to determine which direction it might go. What you want to do is to actually have pending orders. This will be your buy stop or your sell stop, and this will be a buy stop there. You figure out a range because you do not want the price, when it spikes, to come here and just trigger your buy stop and go all the way down. So you need to be careful about the distances that you put between the price and your pending orders. It's important, and it's also important that you do not put your whole account, and it's important that you have a take profit target, and a stop loss. Have an exit strategy. For example, if it triggers my buy stop here, when do I get out? Have an idea of when should you get out. If you go to the 5-minute, most likely if it comes back here, I'm looking to close my trade if my buy stop is triggered. If my sell stop is triggered, I'm probably looking to look for a close or a partial close first thing when price gets here. First thing when price gets here is an idea to partially close or get out of the market if you are okay or content with your profit. So yeah, we are now 1 minute to market open, so we will see what the market does. What you want to try and avoid is to get the pending orders triggered. Let me remove this so that I don't cause confusion for you. So what you want to do is you place them at a distance enough so that they are not prematurely triggered, like that. You see, almost came down. I did not exactly touch it. There would have been triggered. So what you then want to do is to close that, the buy stop. You close that, And as soon as we do this, you want to quickly protect. Let me change the color of this. Let's give it that color. Bum, bum. You want to move your stop loss somewhere there, just to protect your position. It might get triggered, but what usually happens is if it gets triggered, well, that's fine. But what happens sometimes is the volatility, usually then our stop loss would have been triggered. What happens is sometimes you might wait for four of these large candles. Sometimes it prints four large candles going in this direction because we are selling. There you might have to decide for yourself whether you want to jump in again, because we might see four consecutive large candles confirming that we are going down. If not, you will see price going back up. But basically, that's how you trade this at market open. There, you probably, if you re-entered, you probably milk four of these candles. It usually prints four large candles, but it's Monday today. Let's see what's going to happen, whether we're going to see four large candles. Usually, four large candles and you're out. Four large candles, you're out. Let's go back to our 5 minute and see where are we. We are almost at our target. If we had not been stopped out there, we are almost at our target. So it's a balance that you want to have. At a certain distance, of course, you need to protect your position with your stop loss, this purple line that I put in. But I hope this demonstration shows you how to trade this simple strategy. Simple strategy. Simple. We almost got to where our TP was. You can see there. Obviously, if we're still in that trade, we'll probably had moved our stop loss somewhere there, or would have taken partial profit, or would have taken partial profit. And as soon as price came where it is there, you probably would have thought about closing the trade, because we are in the range of this. Now you no longer know what's going to happen. Like what's happening now is retracing. Now it's retracing. Let's go to back to the minute. You see, it's retracing. So this is how you generally can trade the DAX open. No strategy, no hard strategy, simple buy sell stop. Here we had sell stop, or you can get a buy stop triggered. Then you collect your money in a few minutes and you get out. So the lesson you probably would have learned from this also is that probably wait for price to move a good enough distance before moving your stop loss. Wait for price to move a good enough distance before moving your stop loss, so that you do not get stopped out too early. So that you don't get stopped out too early. But now it's 5 minutes past the hour. Generally, I'm out of the market. So sometimes this does not happen in an instant. You can see now it's coming back. Sometimes this does not happen in an instant. That's why I said the hour, the hour. If you don't get your opportunity at right at the open, you can still look for opportunities for that hour and just see, so that, for example, people did not enter at the market open like we did here, probably waited for this signal and they bought. So if you probably sold or was triggered by a sell and you collected your money, then definitely that's a buy signal. Then you'd have certainly bought, but that's usually risky. I usually want to just, it sold, I sold and I made my money, I'm out. I don't want to come back in with the opposite direction and go back down with another direction. Usually, that's where people start becoming too greedy and start making mistakes. So, there are probably people who do not sell and they got this signal. Now they are in a buy trade and it's actually making money for them. So this is another way that you can do. You can wait to enter at market open, and you can wait a few minutes to get an idea of the true direction. Now people who saw this and they bought, now they are milking it, and certainly if it probably gets somewhere there or somewhere there, you collect your money and you get out of the market. If you have questions about this was just a demonstration of how to milk it exactly at market open. Pity that we only had a short movement going down. It's usually massive, but it's Monday. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. I don't have money in this trading account. That's why I just used it to demonstrate this simple trick. Okay, so yeah, I'll keep sharing more on how to trade Ger40. In this video, you saw basically two ways. You can be triggered right at the market open. Right at the market open, you can be triggered, or you can actually wait a few minutes after market open to wait for a signal to see the true direction, which seems to be bullish at the moment, because our bearish movement was just small. Now it seems the bigger movement is bullish. So two ways: you can get triggered immediately at market open, or you can wait for a few minutes and just see what happens. But the idea is the first hour. The first hour of the market open is usually the hour where you can see volatility and money being made. Like this video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Leave your comments or questions in the comment section below. Until next time, bye.